Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Donnie and you're watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. I hope you've got some coffee or tea or whatever it is you like to keep right beside you, because this is going to be a long one. I have a very large, well, 3 large packages that came 3 different days. I have not opened them yet, but they all have the same return address, so I'm guessing they are the Huacan orders that I placed back on around the time, I think it was around the 9/11 sale. Yeah, it was November 12th. Yes, it is January now, but I am just now filming this. I have not opened them yet. So let's start with the one that came, the earliest one, and that's this one. This is what I don't understand. I ordered them on November 12th, and they shipped them November 16th, but I didn't get them until December 11th. And then later. The others didn't even come until after that. So I actually have one that I ordered. I think actually it was ordered as well during the sale. I still have some things that I have not received from that sale. Strangely enough, I have something that it's been 2 months and it has not arrived. So it does happen. Yeah, I have another one that was ordered on November 10th, and I'm thinking they put it in with the other orders. So we will see what we have in this box first. It's kind of squished. This side is pretty banged up, pretty bad. Like I said, I have no idea why it took them so long. This is funny. They're actually in the old Huacan boxes. If you remember, they used to come in boxes like this with the blue. I haven't seen them in these in a long time. Looks like there's 4 of them in here. Yeah, there's 4 boxes. Oh, okay. Sorry about that loud noise. Get the bag out of the way. Alright, so let's start with the one that's already opened here. Okay, we've got canvas. Tool set. And drills. So it looks like it's just, I can't tell. No, it looks like there's some drills at the bottom. I have to cut this box. Nope, there's nothing in there. Get my hand out. Jeez. I don't know. It looks like there is. But, nope. Okay. Let me just get everything out of the boxes. So, there's another set of drills. And another canvas. And they don't put canvases together, so each time I find a roll, I know it's just one canvas. So it looks like they just put 1 in each box here. And more drills. So I'm not going to stick my hand in there. I'm going to open the bottom. Okay, that one's empty. And that's another tool set. Another canvas. I did order some customs. There's another 2 drills. Oh, why am I putting my hand in there? Just open the bottom. Nothing else. And let's get this 4th one. surprised they only put one in each box. They normally get more than one in each. This is the tool set. Canvas, kind of squished. This is a, oh, I know which one this one is. It's a 60 by 40. I think I only ordered one that size. Yep. And then there's the drills. So I might have to cut this video into parts. Just because there are so many. Alright. See, the tool sets, they come with they've got tweezers, 3-placer, 9-placer, 2 waxes, and the white tray. And all 4 of them are the same. So they normally give these black tweezers in squares, I think. I don't think any of these are round. Let's see. I'll do this first one. I'm going to link up here in the corner, right up there, a video showing my unboxing of this image that I got as a custom. It was a round. I didn't have a choice. They only do rounds. So I reordered this as a square to see if it was going to have better quality or if it was going to look different, because this is a 40 by 60 and it only cost $10.92. So I figured, you know, what the heck, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. So December 11th is when it came. So 29 days it took for this one to get here, and this is a full square. And it looks like it has 44 colors. And let's... oh, here's the image. This is of Dumbledore. It's one my husband picked out. We looked through some different images on Etsy. I mean, not Etsy, but Pinterest. And he liked this one the best. Let's just open it up and see what it looks like. I think this is the largest one I have coming. And it is shrink wrapped. And if you missed, I did get this from Huacan. This looks a little different. They didn't used to do it, they used to have the size down here at the bottom. This is really interesting because they've got the image down here at the bottom and it's sideways. I'm not used to that. I haven't ordered anything from Huacan in a really long time. I totally bypassed the point in time when they were supposedly getting rid of the grid. So I asked them if the grid was going to be on here, and they said it would. And you can kind of see through the paper that there is a grid. Over here in the darker area, you can see it better. At least I can. I need something. I don't like using the scissors, but that's all I got. It's like double timed. They double taped it. Alright. So, here is my inventory. Since they don't give you inventory sheets from Huacan, it's their typical symbols, which they use a lot of different ones. They use a mixture of letters and symbols. I don't see any numbers. But here, I'll give you a little look. But this one gives you the number, which is just to number how many there are. Then it gives you the code, the symbol, and then the D. This is DMS, but that means that's the DMC number. And then how many you need on this painting for each of those colors. So it looks like 310 is the most, and there's almost 7,000 of that one. And otherwise, there's nothing else. One thing has a little over 2,000. That's 413, which is a gray. And then the rest are under 2,000 for the most part. So let's see what this canvas looks like. Canvas is not something people normally have an issue with. When they had an issue with Huacan, it was the drills. At one point, I think they did have an issue with the canvas. There was with I did on one of the rounds I had. I couldn't read the symbols. It was so light. But that was on a round. Square is done differently. I've never had an issue with them overlapping these strips, but I don't like having having this many strips on here. There are 4. So let's I'm guessing this is going to be the top right, since that's how they oriented the picture on this. I could be wrong, because the symbols seem to be going that way. No, it could be. No, this is the top right, but they put the symbols on landscape so that, because they assume everybody does their paintings going this way. So, how does it look? It looks really good. There's no wrinkles, or there's no bubbles or wrinkles, rivers. It's all smooth. I'm going to place it back down. That way I'm not messing it up, because I don't get them back down right. I do too much at once. And I ripped it because I overlapped it. I cannot put these back down properly. I never can. And that's how come I ripped it, because I went to pull it up and it was tucked underneath this strip here. Alright, next. Yeah, it is now stuck. Well, it's very sticky. There we go. And it's a very gray-oriented picture, so there's not a lot of bright and vibrant colors to it. Okay, I'm going to pull back this one and the next one so we can kind of see the face. I think it's going to be hard to determine which one looks better, because of the fact that squares you don't see the image as well as you do with the rounds for some reason. Now the face on this one looks quite a bit different than the one I had on, well, from your angle, from the view of the camera, it doesn't look too bad. But up close it looks very pink. And I mean, his face is kind of pink in this picture here, but it should be more of a skin tone pink. Here, I'll show you the drill field. I gotta move the light out of the way because that tends to obscure what I'm showing you. Let's see, can you see? If I go above the light, there we go. There we go. It focused. And you can see that the symbols are facing the other direction. But they're very legible. You can read them very well. I'm really happy though that the canvas got grids for one thing, and that it is so far so good with no bubbles. Yeah, I can never get those covered right. Alright, here's the last strip. And there's rivers, but those are okay. They do not protrude up or anything, so it doesn't harm the canvas at all. And there was a point when Huacan was using Diamond Art Club's slogan. Now, they were informed that they were doing this, and as I can see, I'll show you here in a second, they no longer have that slogan on here. If you're unaware, Diamond Art Club's slogan is "Do What Makes You Sparkle." And I actually had people asking me if they were the same company. And I can see how that would be confusing and why it was important that that slogan was taken off of Huacan's diamond paintings, because they are not the same company in any way, shape, or form. So, there we go. Here is what I'm talking about. They changed it to say, "Make your photo sparkle, Diamond Paintings Art." And then they've got a diamond and a heart, a diamond saying hi to a heart. So that's new. This is my first time I've seen a Huacan canvas with that on there. It does still say Huacan at the top here, but at least they aren't using Diamond Art Club's slogan anymore. During that time, I would not order, because stealing paintings and doing things like this, like taking a slogan, are just in bad taste to me. I do see that they have a second key going on over here too. I don't remember them having a second legend on their paintings, but now they have it on both sides, which is a good practice, especially when you have a huge painting like this. It's not always convenient to get over to the other side. Okay. Looks good. Only Rivers. And this is what takes the longest. And here's the next one. And you know, when you are doing this, one of the main reasons, not only to look at your canvas, it's to get the curl out of your canvas. Because when you do this, see how this one's flat, this side's flat, and this one's still kind of curled? It's because I've released that pressure off of the canvas, and so now it will lay flat once you replace it down. And that's what takes the longest on these. But there was something else I was going to say about it. Oh, when you're pulling it up, you can tell when you've gotten to the point that you have the point of where you haven't pulled it up yet. It gives a little bit more resistance. When you're first pulling it up, it's kind of resistant. And then when you get to the point where you've already lifted it from this other side, you'll feel that it comes up a lot easier. So you know you're at the point where you've already lifted it up from the other side. If I didn't confuse you with that, I know a lot of you vets know this, but you know, there are every day more and more people joining the diamond painting community, and they don't always go back to the very beginning, especially when you have, you know, close to 300 videos like I do. It's not exactly easy to just sit there and watch them all. See, there you go. It comes up a lot easier now. That's where I left off. This looks so good. I mean, for all the issues that Huacan did have, that's one thing that I can say spoiled me, was that I didn't have issues with bubbles on their canvases. Because I seem to get that with almost every company outside of Huacan, and it's been a long time since I ordered from them. A really long time. It's been probably 3 months. And I've only had my channel up for 8 months. So that's a big... It might be even longer than that. Might have been longer than 3 months. I think it had been 3 months since I placed my order before this, and this was in November, so August? This was probably the last time I ordered. Okay, so this is completely flat, and this canvas looks really good. So it's curved right there because that's where I was leaning on it against the table. So this is a 60 by 40, and it doesn't really look like a 60 by 40. I'll measure it real quick, but this will probably be the only one I measure, just because there are a lot to get through here. And we are going in centimeters. And this is actually 58 centimeters by 38.5. So, you know, they do say that it could vary a few centimeters, but that was, maybe it's just because of the image, it would look too stretched out if they did the exact measurement, so that would make sense. All right, I'm gonna set this right here. And this is the set of drills for that one, I believe. You can verify from this tag that they put on here. I know I've shown this before, but I'm going to do it again. Is it? There we go. It says KF, not sure what that means, 564. Oh, that's probably the, yeah, that's the number on the canvas. So that's the canvas identifier. And then 40 by 60, and this is the only 40 by 60 I've ordered. So, and then 44 is how many colors there are. So that's how you know which bag of drills goes with your diamond painting if you get several of them at once like I did. So I'm just going to go through and verify that all 44 colors are here, and then we will come back and I will let you know. All right, all 44 colors are here. And there's one thing that if you're ordering from Huacan that you're going to want to do is, as you're looking at them and checking them, you're going to want to make sure that they're sealed shut, because there were several of them that actually snapped completely shut when I ran over them, because I'm guessing they do it in a hurry, and sometimes they don't always get them shut all the way. But you know, this actually has some colors in it that are actually kind of pretty. I mean, even some of these browns look really nice. So it's not completely just grays and black. It's actually got some color to it. I'm guessing this is going to be his face, which I'm not too thrilled about that color, so we'll have to see when it actually gets done. All right, so let's move on to the next. I'll be back and this will all be cleaned up. Alrighty, let's get on to the next one. This one is a 40 by 50. It looks like it's square as well. In fact, I think all of these are square. Yeah, I like to get the bigger ones in square. I paid $9.07, and this was also ordered on November 12th. And I call this the Stephen King Villains. I think it's pretty cool. I am a Stephen King fan, and just having a sit down playing, well, I don't like that they're using a Ouija board, but we've got the clown from It, we've got Carrie, we've got Stephen King in the middle, and then we've got Jack from The Shining, and then we have Kathy Bates is her name, her real name, but I don't remember her character name in Misery. So that was pretty unique, and I got it done as a custom. I think they may have had it in a different store, but yeah, I did it as a custom. I can't really tell what that magazine is that he has in his lap, but thought that was pretty cool. All right, so it looks like it has 44 colors as well. I'm wondering if they changed it to where they're only doing 44 instead of 50 colors. If you've gotten a Huacan recently and it's got 50 colors, let me know, because none of these have 50 colors. And that just surprises me. So let me write that down real quick. It came December 11th. So that, again, was 29 days, which is quite a while. But with that sale, they probably had a lot being ordered. So this is KF563, and that's not that one. That's this one here. So I'm looking for the yellow. I don't see the yellow in here because his pants are yellow. You'd think that they would have it. Well, we'll have to look at those when it comes time. And again, it's shrink wrapped. I need to pull my garbage can over here. All right, got the garbage. And now we gotta get the tape. Oh, it's a battle, I tell you. I am going to one of these days just be able to find the end of this tape and not have to cut it. Or, come on. Ouch. All right, there we go. Okay, so I don't like the residue that it leaves, but I can always just put my powder here on it to get rid of the sticky. And I do have, if people ask me all the time where I got this, and I got it on Amazon, and it is listed down below in my, if you click the link to my Amazon page, it will take you to my page that has all of my favorite things, and this would be under diamond painting accessories. So there, it's not sticky anymore. All right, let's look at it. It's a little bit smaller than the last one. But this one's still in 4 strips. Ugh. Okay, come on. There we are. It extends pretty far past the bottom. Got a lot of rivers, but they're just rivers. They're not bubbles. So I'll pull back 2 at a time because I think it'll go a little faster if we do that. Alright. Look at all that blue in her dress. Okay, so the percent sign and the down arrow, it shows a yellow color. Yeah, they show yellow. So here, here's the drill filled, and get above the light again. And you can focus anytime now. That's one thing with this camera, it takes a while for it to do the autofocus. There you are. So those are clear, and again, they have it laid out landscape. So it would be this way. But those are really clear. I can read those really well. And here is that key. This camera is a little bit further back, so it's hard to reach there. Show you up close, but it's their typical symbols. Whoa, camera wanted to come with me. Stay. All right. Now it's got to focus on the see, it doesn't do the quick focus like it does on the phones. It takes a couple seconds to refocus, which I don't mind. Doesn't look so awkward when it's trying to focus on something, how it goes in and out of focus. That kind of can make some people nauseous. So let me try and get this back down without overlapping it or leaving a gap. I will try once, and then if it doesn't work, then I will come back to it later because I don't want to spend all day on it. Okay. Alright, now we'll do this one. So, this is like the first time I've had a big haul at one time since probably the last time I did Huacan. I did have one from Home Fun, but it wasn't nearly as many as what's going to be in this unboxing. Alright. Oh wow, that detail looks really good right there on the table. That's probably the only thing that I would think wouldn't come out clear, but you can see the hands and everything. Yeah, you can see it too. But look how tiny these rollers are, but it works. It seems to work because they're not bubbled. Makes me happy. And then let's do this one. The other side won't be so bad. I'll be able to bring it up here on the table. I do it like this to keep the rolled up part under the table so it doesn't roll up on me on top of the table. Alright, so that's Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholas? Nicholson. Jack Nicholas. I know one's a golfer. Nicholas. Yeah, Jack Nicholas. And Kathy Bates, Stephen King, and Sissy Spacek. Not sure who. Oh, yes, Tim Curry. Yeah, Tim Curry plays the clown, the original one. But look at that. Doesn't that look good? It looks so clear. I think this is a good size for it. Alright, let's put this back. And like I was saying that 40 by 50 was, you know, the good size. And I say this in almost every one of my videos, but this is a bit big. 30 by 40 is, I prefer that a little bit more. But something like this needed some detail. So I needed to get it bigger. So if you're ever wondering what size to get, you need to go by the fact... go by the content of the image. If it's going to have detail, you're going to need to have it bigger. If it doesn't have a lot of detail and you can get away with getting it small, go for it. Unless you just prefer to have a giant woody woodpecker on your wall. You know, something like that doesn't need a lot to be huge because it doesn't have a lot of detail in it. A cartoon character, Scooby-Doo, whoever, Mickey Mouse. It just depends on also, it just depends on the variant. Some Mickey Mouse images are pretty detailed. But if it's just like his face, yeah, you can get away with pretty small. But sometimes you think you can get away with small, but it doesn't work. Like in my post review I did of Baby Minnie and Mickey. Here, I'll link it up here in the eye. That was pretty funny. I should have gotten that one a little bit bigger. I got a pretty small one though. Alright. Yeah, I've already gotten my pin order done for the day, so I figured I have extra time. I will do this unboxing because it's only been sitting here for a month. Alright, yeah, so I'll bring it down on the table. So this is all that's left, but look how curled up it is. Yeah, I do like that they're putting the legend on both sides now. Even though I don't use them. I put my symbol with the DMC code on the containers. Alright, there we go. Do we see any wrinkleage? No, that looks so good. There's not a lot of big blocking. I mean, because this is shaded from the side, so it's got a mix of colors in there. I mean, there's some color blocking, like in the clothing, but not a lot. I don't know. I like some confetti, but not, I'm not crazy about color switching. If I have to do that, then I will just do a bigger section at once instead of going with a smaller section. Instead of doing like a small section like this, I'll do a larger strip so that I can get more of that same number done. Instead of having to keep putting that back, that color back, and pulling out the next one and then repeating it again on the next one over. So I just go bigger sections so that not so much of that has to happen. Alright, and there's the clown's outfit. On the other side of the table, look at that arm. I mean, it looks so clear. I mean, it looks good. I think that'll come out really good. Almost done. Then I'll check the drills, and then we'll move on to number 3. And there's the yellow that I'm talking about in his pants. It looks nice and clear. And one last strip, and this one is revealed completely. Now they actually have this stuff down here at the bottom. It says, proud of your masterpiece. Share your work on social media and tag us at Huacan Diamond Painting. Facebook.com and Instagram. So they're really pushing the Facebook group and the Instagram. I am not following them on Instagram, but I did like their page on Facebook. So there we go. See, that's not too big. I mean, it's not ginormous, but it's not tiny either. So, I mean, it's not too bad of a size. Alright, so I want just to double check. It's the KF563. And that's KF563. Okay. Laying them flat. And this is 44 colors again. Oh, the bag had a hole in it. Good thing it was in there tightly. Oh, something is leaking. Alright, I'll have to figure that out. Let's see if I can find the yellow. Oh, there's some yellow right there. And there's another yellow color, and there should be one more. It might be this orange. That might be what they use for his pants. Alright, I'm going to count and make sure there's all 44 are here and find out which bag is leaking. And then I'll be right back with you. Alright, all are accounted for. I found the bag, it was 21. It just had a few missing, few that popped out. Sometimes you'll find them like this where they have, where there'll be a piece up in the zipper area. I just open it up and let them fall back in and move on. Most of the time they don't fall out of that, but like that 21, it wasn't closed all the way. So this one's done. Let me clean up and I will be back with you with the next one. Alright, here we go with number 3. And this one has 40 colors. It is also a 40 by 50. I call this one the Rainbow Dragon, and it was a custom. And this is what it looks like. I had this in my wish list for a long time. And I believe I saved a photo of it, which is good because I think the original store that had it no longer has it. So I paid $9.07 again. So all these 40 by 50s are $9.07 that I got from this sale. And 29 days, full square. Well, let us open it up and take a look. Shrink wrapped again on the tiny foam roller. And let's fight with the tape again. I'll use my tiny scissors. That is probably going to be a better bet than the big ones on not getting it punched through the canvas. There we go. Alright. It's still left a little bit of sticky. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, let's unroll this. Looks like they used a little bit different symbols this time. I guess they just randomly pick which ones they're going to put on a painting. But this one should be very colorful. Lots of blues though. Blues and then the rainbow colors. Again, it's in 4 annoying strips. The first one will be the bottom. Ooh, I can see lots of colors already. It looks good. Just got rivers in it. But no bubbles. I like being able to say that. No bubbles. And there's the beginning of the wing. Oh, look at those colors. Let's see that. I'll show you the drill field after I get the other 2 pulled back so that I'm not fighting with the curl as much. And let's play this game of connect the crease. Connect the strips. There we go. And then I get little air bubbles underneath the top piece. Yeah, here we go. Alright, not too bad that time. Alright, let's look at this part. This should be the most colorful part of this canvas. Right here. Oh yeah, look at that. The oranges and reds. And again, just rivers. And we'll pull this top one off so we can get this part flat. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Look at all that color. Look at that. So that's just a part of the wing. Well, that's the main portion of the wing right there. I do have another one called the Colorful Dragon. It was the very first one that I did well, it was my second time lapse, and I've never finished it. It's still on my whip table over there. Or actually, I have it hanging in the closet now because I kind of put it on the very back burner. Once my Heaven and Earth design came in, I started that. I put that one away. I should have just finished it. But you know how it goes. When something new comes in, you want to dive in. And yeah. But I will get that finished before I start on my Heaven and Earth design again. I've made the plan to not do any new ones except for a living room project until all my projects that I've started are done, and that includes the Heaven and Earth design. So all of the other smaller ones will come before the Haid, and I will be working on those until they're done. So let's get this side opened up. Oh, they almost overlapped it. It was so close to that. You know, that blue. Oh, I was going to show you the drill field. Okay, I've got to get these uncurled first. Oh, it ripped. Do I see maybe some overlapping? Is it what's going on here? Because normally it doesn't rip like that. Yeah, it overlapped here. Darn it. Trying to figure out which side overlapped where. Okay, this side overlapped this one, because that's why this wouldn't come up. Dang. And it's so slight. And it's not the whole thing. It's just right there. So I need to give that a little cut. My X-Acto knife here. Last time I did it at a really weird angle, so it took me forever to do it. I just posted that video too. Alright, I think it just goes that far. Let me get some tweezers, because last time I tried doing it with my fingers and I just made a mess. And it's such a small strip. This is what you got to do if they're overlapped, if you want to keep your adhesive completely flat and not have overlapping glue. Breaking off in little pieces, but it's not very long of a strip, so there we go. Which makes it a little harder because it's less glue to try and find. So that was a small section. Let's get this piece up that ripped. There we go. So now you just got to be oh so careful. There, it's coming up now. There we go. Alright, so it didn't bubble. Well, yeah, it did. It caused a little bubble right here. But that's because it was overlapped. But that's the head of the dragon. Let's see if I can show you the drill field. Let's let the camera focus. There you go. Nice and clear symbols. Very easy to read. And as you can see, the grid lines are there. So, I just have this one little strip at the bottom to pull back. And then it should lay perfectly flat. Let's check the number on this real quick so we know which drills to check. This is KF569. I think that's this one here. Yes, that's this one. Ooh, and there's the bag. Broken open. Not broken open, but it wasn't sealed all the way, apparently. So gotta have to watch for that. I can't just dump them out this time. I'm putting it back down, not overlapped, so that, and it's gonna make it a wrinkle in the cover, but at least it's not a wrinkle in the canvas. There we go. At least it's all covered up. Let's pull this back and I'll show you the key. I mean, it looks a little different than the last one. Just different symbols. They don't use the same ones every single time, but they still have the same palette of symbols that they use. Yep, just wrinkles down here, and this has that new plasticky smell to it that I love, strangely enough. All right, so here is, oh, look at that. Something got on it. I don't know what that is. It looks stained. Maybe someone was putting their makeup on and they dripped it. I don't know. That's not cool. All right. Yeah, I was going to show you the key. Here we go. Focus, get in focus. There we go. Try and get you so you can actually read it. Yeah. So it looks like on this one, I didn't do it on the last one. Okay, there's 939 has 8,000. And there's 3,000 of 3756, which is that greenish white color. But the rest of the stuff, it's very minimal. Well, there's almost 2,000 of 820. Beautiful blue. But the rest have under 1,000. Some of them are just like 200 to 300. So this is basically a couple of main colors. And then little bits of everything else under the sun. So let me set this down. And we'll look at these drills. Look at, there's a lot of really pretty bright colors here. Okay, I will come back with you when I'm done laying these out. I would just dump them, but like I said, one of the pink bags has not been sealed all the way. But look at those pretty colors. All right, I will be back with you soon. All right, everything is here. And I just wanted to say that these colors are just wow. I don't think I've ever seen this red before, unless this is supposed to be a different color. I mean, it's 3705. I don't know if I've had that color before, but look at it. It's like kind of it's a red, but it almost looks coral. I think it's kind of pretty. And let's see, some of these blues are just really amazing. I mean, 3846, 3843, I like those, and then 996. And it's got 820 here, which is really, I mean, it's a dark blue, but it's kind of in the middle. I mean, look at the shine on those. Oh, that's so pretty. So I could sit here oogling over these colors all day, but, you know, 550, that's my favorite purple color. And then there's all these teals over here. I mean, this just looks, Oh yeah, and this green is kind of hidden. It looks like an emerald green kind of. Look at that. Yeah, okay, we got one more to look at, so let me clean this up and then I will be back with you and I will end this video. It'll be part 1. There are 2 other parts to complete this unboxing. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go with the 4th one. This is also, like I said, a 50 by 40, and it has 40 colors as well. It costs $9.07 full square. I call this one the Butterfly Wolf. Butterfly Wolf. It is a custom. I don't remember where I got the image. I had saved it a long time ago, and I've had it in my ideas for customs folder for a long time, and this is what it looks like. And you know me, well, if you know me and you've been watching my videos, you know I love purple, and this has got purples and blues, and that's basically the majority of this painting. And I love fairies, fantasy stuff, and I'm not a wolf nut, but wolves seem to be the center of a lot of the images I like to pick up, just because they're really pretty. So let's get this one going. And I am verifying that the bag of drills that's left is for this one. And I mean, come on, look at all those purples. It's gotta be for this one. That's all you see is purple. Well, and then that pink color there. So I can't wait to see this one. Oh, and then I don't know how many more are in the other ones. I don't know how many more we have because I don't know if they're all here. And I really have to get on the ball with opening these sooner because a lot of them have already been timed out. I know that Huacan, if there's an issue, they will, work with you for the most part. But other companies, there may be an issue. All right, so here is the key. You can see all those. Oh, maybe. Let me open it a little bit so it'll focus. Okay, there we go. You can see all those bluish purple colors. Yeah. And then there's a bit of red and pinks down here at the bottom. And then that cream color. So the majority, okay, 3,090 is the highest number, and that is 820, and that's that beautiful blue. So this will be fun. All these colors, all these purples, I should say. And let's open it up. And hopefully nothing's overlapped this time. I'm not seeing anything overlapped. Let's start at the top this time. See what we got. Ooh, look at that purple. Yeah, there's no bubbles. I see rivers, but harmless. Harmless. Oh, that canvas, that adhesive looks so smooth. It's kind of warped though, it feels like, but that might be because it's all curled up right now. So I'll do 2 strips at a time. And when I'm down on the bottom, I'll show you the drill field. But it's basically the same as all the others that you've seen in this video. Look, you can see the wolf, a little bit of the wolf going on here. You see that? Yeah, you can see the wolf over here. It looks so good. Those purples. Alright, let's cover this part up. I don't want to overlap it because then that could mess things up. There we go. think I'm getting the hang of it. Kind of just use my finger to guide it. I mean, it looks like there's a little bit showing, but that's not much to worry about. Especially since there'll be stuff on top of this or covering it. So I'm not worried about dust getting on it or anything. There we go. Okay. Let me pull these two back and then I'll show you the drill field. Ooh, look at those blues.